Welcome back. You're watching Where You Live. We are still in Powell River. My name is Mary Ruth Harris. Joining me now is the very lovely Lee Mackenzie, who has written of her true story, which is unbelievable, The Charming Predator. And she's just returned from a book tour. I can't even begin to even think of what the first question might be. So what prompted you to write the book? Let's start there.
You know, I did it on a dare, Mary Ruth.
Really?
Yes. I had buried in the storage room downstairs all of the pieces of paper and memorabilia that I had related to my marriage to this man.
Okay.
I married him in 1982. Everything crashed and burned within a year after.
Okay.
So with all the heartache and the dramas, everything went into a storage box and was hidden away.
Oh,
and then many years later, it came to me to wonder again what this man was up to. It led me to another person who was writing a blog about news events in Portugal. This is our global village now.
Holy cow.
Who I corresponded with a bit, and in a way, I like to say he double dog dared me to write my story. And I thought, how do you write a book? How does one write a book? And I thought, that's a creative challenge. I'll give it a try.
Right.
After I had started to write the book, all the other realities and ripple effects started to kick in. But the beginning was really a dare.
You know, there's so many people that have been talking about this online. I've been following on Facebook, and it's hundreds and hundreds that are commenting on the book and watching the interviews that you've done, you know, across the country and now around the world, you were just mentioning. It's shocking to think that one individual could wreak so much havoc in one's life.
And it's also surprising to me how many people have echoes of this same story, either in their life or in the life of someone very close to them, a family member or a friend. I rarely have gone anywhere now in this book tour, or even in my own circle of friends or where I work, where someone doesn't quietly come up to me and say, this is my story too. And I think the reason that these hidden stories are starting to be said and told is that somebody needs to go first. And if somebody says, I've had this happen and I was humiliated and I had to face my own role in it and take responsibility for that and then find a way to heal and have peace, when they hear somebody else say that, they have the courage to speak also and to look in their storage box.
Okay. If you saw him today face to face, because you don't know where he is on the planet, what would you say to him?
I would love to meet him, but not for any reasons of apology, reconciliation, or explanations for the things that happened. I'd just like to see what he says. If anything, I have things that belong to him that were in that storage box that really should be returned. That's one of the only reasons the storage box never got thrown on the fire, thankfully, because now I've been able to make use of it. But I'd love to just see what he said. And the interesting thing about that, I think, is that whatever comes of it, I would write, and then you, as a reader, would already have the measure of the man, and you could see what he says and you could judge for yourself. Is he telling me the truth? Is it another pack of lies? Or does he say nothing and just go?
So it'll be very interesting if he's ever found, and the trail of devastation that he's left in his wake, what does eventually happen to him. So I do hope that somebody finds him somewhere and brings him to justice for all of the injustices he's done on other people. So.
I agree with you, and I think the way where I've come to is I'm not without compassion for the fact that this is a damaged individual. But that doesn't excuse the choices that that person then makes when they damage and hurt others.
Right. Okay. Well, Lee, thank you so much for chatting about the book. It is called The Charming Predator by Lee Mackenzie. And we are going to take a short break from Where You Live, and we will be right back to talk about the upcoming Powell River Studio Art Tour.